A modern enterprise production generates terabytes of raw media every day, but that data is only a fraction of the operation. Behind the digital footprint are thousands of physical moving parts, tight shooting schedules, and complex legal constraints. In most environments, the data generated by these components is entirely isolated. The digital master files live in a cloud asset manager. The camera gear and props are tracked on physical clipboards. The talent rights and union clearances are locked inside an isolated legal database. For technical directors and post-production supervisors, this fragmentation creates massive workflow bottlenecks. Every time an asset moves from set to post, someone has to manually cross-reference the video file with the camera log, the legal clearance, and the post-production notes. Separating physical logistics and legal rights from the digital master introduces severe financial risk. If a post supervisor cannot instantly verify that a specific actor in a rough cut has signed their SAG-AFTRA clearance, the entire delivery schedule halts. Traditional digital asset management platforms fail the entertainment industry because they treat a film project as a simple collection of digital files. They ignore the reality that producing those files is a complex logistical and physical operation. Solving this requires abandoning the concept of a simple file repository. Instead, production management must operate like an enterprise resource planning system, a unified architecture where every piece of data, from an actor's contract to a camera lens, shares a single interoperable schema. The Unified Production Platform, or UPP, is the specific architecture engineered to execute this. This diagram illustrates how UPP structures production data. It consolidates 4 historically distinct domains: digital media, physical inventory, creative assets, and legal rights, into a single interconnected hub. This architecture is not merely passive cloud storage. It is an active intelligence network. It is designed to track and analyze the full life cycle of a shoot, embedding actionable data into the media itself. By forcing business affairs, on-set physical logistics, and post-production workflows into the exact same environment, UPP operates as the first true ERP of the entertainment industry. The process begins at ingest. When enterprise media files are uploaded, UPP automatically transcodes them for adaptive HLS and Dash streaming. HLS and Dash are streaming protocols that dynamically adjust video quality in real time based on the viewer's available network bandwidth, ensuring smooth playback. Media routes into 6 AI engines simultaneously, while the source file drops into Azure Blob Storage. These parallel streams are processed by Azure Vision, Face API, Video Indexer, Speech, Document Intelligence, and Google Gemini. This asynchronous processing makes the asset immediately available while extracting intelligence. To manage cloud processing costs, CTOs have access to per-production AI feature flags. This allows technical leads to manually disable specific extraction engines on a project-by-project basis. Running these models concurrently turns a generic, opaque video file into a highly structured, instantly searchable database from the moment it hits the server. The video analysis alone extracts 15 distinct categories of intelligence in a single pass. This includes production-specific extractions. The AI automatically detects clapperboards on screen, reading the text to definitively link scene, take, and roll data directly to the raw file. The system plots this data along the timeline using time-coded semantic tags. This transforms search from a broad investigation into a precise navigation tool. Editors no longer rely on text queries to find which video contains a specific prop or line of dialogue. They click an extracted tag to jump instantly to the exact frame where that element appears. UPP also utilizes a privacy-first Face API integration. Instead of scanning against a public internet database, detected faces are matched securely against the production's localized enrolled talent registry. The system uses a strict threshold logic. If the AI detects a match with 60% or higher confidence, it automatically builds a relational database link between the video asset and that specific actor's profile. Automating talent matching connects raw visual pixels directly to the downstream business and contractual obligations tied to that actor. The architecture extends beyond digital metadata to manage the physical logistics of the film set through the physical inventory module. This hierarchical tracking system nests tangible assets into categories. On set, workflows track when specific gear is signed out, noting the user, time, and condition. The physical serial number is then linked directly to the captured digital file, establishing a mathematically verifiable chain of custody. The module also governs the life cycle of these physical assets, utilizing damage reporting overlays, loss tracking, and real-time estimated cost updates to monitor wear and tear. Bridging physical and digital domains is the only reliable method for mapping the tangible costs of on-set production gear directly to final digital deliverables. With digital media and physical data centralized, creative and legal teams utilize an enterprise collaboration layer to securely review the unified assets. To prevent bottlenecks, UPP utilizes a multi-stage approval pipeline. Customizable logic gates automatically route an asset through a sequence of ordered, mandatory reviews. These approval stages can be assigned to specific individuals or to entire role groups, complete with strict calendar due dates. Reviewers provide precise feedback using 13 different annotation types, ranging from freehand drawing tools to timestamp-linked notes. These workflow annotations link back to the time-coded AI tags, creating a transparent, highly trackable revision history across the life of the file. For external stakeholders, sharing is governed by strict security protocols, including specific view limits, dynamic text watermarking, and token-based authenticated access links. Implementing robust governance and multi-stage logic prevents a highly accessible cloud platform from becoming a massive security liability for unreleased intellectual property. Evaluating UPP against standard industry tools exposes the distinct limitations of standalone workflow software, creative collaboration suites, and generic enterprise DAMs. This capability matrix highlights where legacy systems leave gaps in physical logistics and union compliance. Standard review tools lack the semantic AI and talent matching UPP executes at ingest. Conversely, generic DAMs fail to handle the physical equipment tracking required by live productions. Other platforms optimize isolated tasks within post-production, but they inherently fail to manage the complete enterprise ecosystem of a film shoot. The final, most vital layer for studio operations is the integration of production-native compliance and rights management. UPP permanently embeds usage rights, allowed territories, and media type restrictions natively within the asset's digital footprint. The system continuously monitors these expiration dates, triggering proactive alerts to the legal team well before any licensive lapse. To verify asset provenance, the architecture supports C2PA content authenticity badges. C2PA is an open technical standard, backed by major technology and media companies, that embeds cryptographic metadata into files to prove their origin and edit history, combating the rise of synthetic media. By tying the AI face matching directly to union regulations, such as SAG-AFTRA Guild residual obligations, a studio can systematically mitigate its legal exposure. By integrating deep digital intelligence, tangible physical logistics, and strict legal compliance into a single architecture, UPP resolves the core fragmentation of the modern production lifecycle.